And now he's talking about killing him and all that to try and sell. Please, barking up the wrong tree, idiot. Here's a fun fact. If I ever come across you, bum, I'm knocking you dead spark out. I ain't a YouTuber or a man half your size. I am him.
This cannot be allowed to go unchecked, can it?
By whom? Who's going to check it?
But by people like ourselves, by the boxing public, by people who use social media, by people who want to be judged by their own standards.
But nobody's. Is there anybody that you've met that thinks that's good? Because I don't. Everybody thinks it's thuggish, boorish, horrible.
But like he said, he wants to fight me dad, no problem. My son can definitely beat him, and I can definitely beat his father. And I'll put money on that. So if they want it, come tomorrow. Weigh-in time. Let's have it.
So if a guy comes in and starts questioning it, starts talking shit, best believe I'm going to go back and fire back. And I've not even got started yet. If these guys want to play that kind of game, I won't just play with them. I'll fucking put them out of the game.
Breaking news. The boxing world has been rocked by a shocking leaked audio controversy involving Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua about killing Tyson Fury. Fans are scrambling for answers as speculation spreads across social media. Emotions are running high, rivalries are heating up, and the heavyweight division is once again at the center of massive drama.
It's my job. We fight. We're licensed to kill. I'm sure many people don't understand it, but this is what my job is, and I just enjoy what I do. Whatever happens, happens. As long as my hand's raised, that's what's important, right?
Eddie Hearn gets genuinely deep about Anthony Joshua, and you can feel the real care in his words. He says Joshua keeps everything locked inside, never shows weakness, never lets anyone truly see what he is going through. But when you lay your head on that pillow at night, who truly knows what is going through his mind?
He would keep his problems and he would keep his thoughts inside. He's never going to come out and show weakness or what he would perceive to be weakness. And, you know, again, having been through what he's been through, when you lay down at night and put your head on the pillow, who knows what he's going through.
Wade Plemons makes a genuinely interesting point about Joshua that cuts right through all the noise surrounding this leaked audio situation. He says with Joshua's skill level and his experience, he simply should not be getting caught up in the idea that he needs to go out there and try to kill Tyson Fury by force. Stay smart, Joshua.
100%. And this is the thing where AJ deserves, the criticism of a guy that has his skill level, a guy that has his experience level. You shouldn't be getting caught up in the idea that you have to go and put him out in one round.
Ade Oladipo sits down with Jim White in TalkSport, and honestly, the disappointment on his face tells you everything you need to know before he even says a single word. He says he was uber disappointed. This was the fight he was genuinely looking forward to more than anything else. And now with Eddie Hearn's leaked audio threatening Fury's life dominating every conversation, the actual boxing has been completely overshadowed by something deeply uncomfortable and deeply serious.
As we understand it, what are you hearing again? What are you hearing around and about this?
Yeah, I was uber disappointed because this was the one that I was looking forward to.
Derek Chisora doesn't hold back while reacting to the Eddie Hearn controversy. Chisora says boxing desperately needs real personalities and genuine characters, but some lines should never be crossed. As criticism grows over the leaked audio involving Tyson Fury, Chisora insists fighters should be remembered for their performances in the ring. He believes authenticity is important, but reckless comments only create unnecessary drama and damage boxing's reputation.
I'm missing that.
There's no characters. I think most people are shy because they're trying to build this image, but you only build the image by just having good character and just doing your thing.
Duke McKenzie steps forward and delivers one of the most important verdicts of the entire situation surrounding this leaked audio. He says what was said to him was completely and totally wrong on every single count. There is no evidence anywhere to support the claims being thrown around. And then Duke makes a point that genuinely stops everyone in their tracks. You cannot take down a video that has never even been online. Duke McKenzie has been in this sport long enough to know when someone is telling the truth and when someone is just creating noise. And right now, the noise around this leaked audio is getting genuinely out of control.
What he said to me was totally wrong on all counts. There's no evidence anywhere to suggest that what he's saying I said on the interview about him, it doesn't exist. He can't take down a video which has never been online.
Joe Gallagher sits there, and you can genuinely see the disbelief written all over his face when he talks about what Eddie Hearn said in that leaked audio. Someone asks him, "Were you shocked or did you expect it?" And Joe pauses, really pauses, and then says honestly he would not quite call it disbelief. But he was absolutely in shock. And that right there says everything about the magnitude of what Eddie Hearn said in that recording. Because when experienced boxing insiders who have seen everything are left in genuine shock, you know something serious has truly happened.
In Eddie Hearn. So obviously it depends what it's up to you what you want to say. But tell me this: were you surprised or shocked when you saw that? What was the initial reaction when you saw that? Disbelief, or do you expect it?
I wouldn't say disbelief. I was just like, well, wow. Well, I would say I was in shock because we fighted it. And
Tyson Fury responds to everything surrounding the leaked audio with the most savage and most perfectly timed verbal attack imaginable. He calls Eddie Hearn and says that he is coming for a feast of rabbit pie. He calls Joshua a chinless bum, an anti, a dosser, and promises to knock him out. But here is the most ironic thing about all of this. Fury is out here threatening people with rabbit pie, while Eddie Hearn has apparently been threatening people with something far more serious in leaked secret audio. The whole situation has gone completely beyond
Belly is
ridiculous.
coming for a feast of rabbit pie. Get up! First I'll start with a chinless bum dosser, Anthony Joshua, and I will knock him out.
Anthony Joshua cuts through absolutely all the noise surrounding the leaked audio, all the threats, and all the chaos, and delivers the most focused and most purposeful statement of the entire press conference. He says simply and directly, if Fury has the belts, then Fury is the man he wants. It really is that straightforward. There is no problem with the person. This is purely about going for that undisputed championship. And you know what? In the middle of all this madness with leaked audio and death threats and rabbit pie and family drama, Anthony Joshua is sitting there calmly, saying he just wants to fight for the belt is genuinely the most refreshing thing anyone has said throughout this entire extraordinary situation.
If Tyson Fury is the man with the belts, Tyson Fury is the man I want. And that basically says is, I'll fight anyone who has that belt. There's no problem with the person. I just want to go for that undisputed championship.
John Fury does something completely unexpected in the middle of all this chaos. He actually makes a genuinely valid point. He says what was done by Eddie Hearn was completely untruthful and frankly pathetic. He says whoever was involved should have had more brains. And then John Fury, the man who causes more trouble than almost anyone in boxing, gives the most sensible piece of advice of the entire situation. He says forget the big money right now. Get the world title shot. Get the win. Because the big money comes after the win, not before it. And you know what, John? For once in your life, you are absolutely right. The big money was never going to come from a leaked audio scandal.
We'll get this, he might not get the same amount of money, but he's going to get the win. The big money will come. The big money ain't going to fucking come now, and he ain't got big money for that.
Anthony Joshua delivers the most powerful and most personally revealing statement of the entire press conference. And every single word lands differently when you think about it in the context of Eddie Hearn's leaked audio threatening Fury's life. Joshua says he has never felt fear. He has always been willing to compete with absolutely everyone. He knows exactly who he is. Push him and keep pushing him, and you are going to get the absolute worst of him. But if you are cool, there is genuinely no problem. And then Joshua says the line that cuts through everything surrounding this leaked audio scandal like an absolute knife. The loudest person in the room is sometimes the most genuinely weak. Think about that, everyone. Just think about it hard.
I've never had that feeling of fear. It's more, I've always been quite willing to compete with everyone. I know who I am. I'm someone like, if you push me, you're gonna get the worst of me. But if not, we're cool.
Yeah.
But I don't need to come around there like, what? I've seen people like that. And I've seen the strongest of men sit back quietly. What do they say? The loudest one in the room is...
Johnny Nelson steps forward and delivers the most psychologically astute observation of everything surrounding this entire leaked audio situation. And it honestly reframes everything when you truly think about it. He says what people have been doing is crossing lines and making bets, trying to get inside people's heads. And the thinking behind it is actually quite simple when you break it down. If you can get this man angry, if you can get him mad, then he deviates from his game plan. He stops thinking clearly. He stops executing properly. And that is when you beat him. And now with Eddie Hearn's secret audio being leaked, with death threats being thrown around, with the whole situation completely spiraling out of control, Johnny Nelson is essentially telling the whole boxing world that someone is playing the most dangerous and most reckless mind game imaginable with Tyson Fury's career and potentially his actual life. This has gone so far beyond normal boxing promotion that even the most experienced voices in the sport are struggling to find the right words.
Cussing out, getting vexed, and that's what they're all been trying to do, you know, because he's thinking, if I can get this man angry, get this man mad, then he'll deviate from his...
And Eddie Hearn himself closes everything. And the irony of this moment is genuinely something to behold. Because here is the man whose secret audio threatening Tyson Fury's life has been leaked to the entire boxing world. And he is sitting there talking about how he hates to see the Fury family tearing themselves apart publicly. He says Tyson's own son has confirmed that Fury is no longer the fighter he was. The father and son have split. And Eddie says, I watched that interview, and I genuinely hate to see it. A father and son going at each other publicly like that is just painful. He does not even really want to comment on it. And yet, Eddie, you just had your own secret audio leaked threatening a man's life. Maybe before commenting on other people's family situations, it is worth reflecting on your own extraordinary behavior in this entire deeply serious situation.
One thing he's actually said is that Tyson Fury is no longer that fighter. He's split up with Tyson for now. And what do you make of that? Do you feel like Tyson isn't there no more? Do we not know right now?
I don't, I watched the interview. I think it's, I hate to see that. I hate to see, especially father and son speaking publicly and, I don't even really want to comment on it. I think Tyson...
And that is everything, ladies and gentlemen. What an absolutely extraordinary situation British boxing finds itself in right now. Because this was supposed to be a straightforward press conference about one of the biggest fights in British heavyweight history, Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury, finally signed. Finally happening. A date and venue to be confirmed. The fight every single British boxing fan has been dreaming about for years. And instead of talking about jabs and right hands and game plans and predictions, the whole conversation has been completely hijacked by leaked secret audio, by death threats, by rabbit PI, by family splits, by John Fury causing chaos, by Eddie Hearn saying things in private that have now been heard by the entire boxing world. And somewhere in the middle of all this absolute madness, Anthony Joshua sits there completely calm and says, I just want to fight for the belt. No problem with anyone. Just give me the championship. And you know what? That right there is the most powerful statement of the entire situation. Because when everything around you is completely falling apart, when leaked audio and threats and family drama are dominating every single conversation, the man who stays focused on his purpose is always the most dangerous man in the room. Joshua knows his purpose. Fury better find his fast, because Jeddah is coming and this fight is absolutely happening.